My name is Bill Morton. I'm the president of the Rogers Park Chamber of Commerce. We are the most diverse community in the entire city of Chicago. We celebrate our diversity, including people from Afghanistan and people who are born and raised in Chicago like me. I want to introduce our authors, Siam and Robert, who created these two wonderful books, Be Your Own Boss and Create Your Own Empire. Be Your Own Boss is a motivational book. It'll get you started as an entrepreneur. Create Your Own Empire is more of a guidebook to get you over to thriving. You may cut the ribbon.
Okay. You please join us.
Sure.
Yeah.
Come on, put your hand on the scissors. Careful, not in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
You may cut the ribbon.
Really?
Success.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming. Thank you.
Excellent.
You're welcome.
And and for good luck, you keep this ribbon.
One each.
Thank you all, and let's get on with our wonderful event. Yes. Thank you so much. You got it.
Looks like you've got a lot of more ribbon cuttings ahead of you.
We do. That thing was like that thick, so we've done a few. Excellent. Thank you so much. Great. I really appreciate the diversity of our neighborhood. This is why I chose to live in this neighborhood of Rogers Park, the most diverse neighborhood in the city of Chicago. We have people from all walks of life here. We have people from everywhere in our neighborhood, and we have great diversity in this room tonight. So thank you all for coming. I met Siam because he lives in the neighborhood. He came from Afghanistan in February, and he is a big deal, but he was a big deal in Afghanistan, and he's becoming a big deal in the city of Chicago. So it is my honor to introduce this event, to do the ribbon cutting ceremony, and I'd like to read a little piece from his book with Robert, Be Your Own Boss. If you dare to walk and work with great bosses, you too can become a great boss. Being a great boss doesn't require a lot of money, but it does require courage, a powerful idea, making the right decisions, and action. This book is motivation. This is the beginning when you want to become an entrepreneur. If you have the idea, you got the creativity and the inspiration in your head, this book will help you get there. Creating Your Own Empire, Start Your Business Now is a guide. It's a how-to to really refine your business, how to create your own empire, how to be a successful business person. And I really appreciate these because I've read through these quite a bit. Be Your Own Boss is the inspiration. Create Your Own Empire is your guide. That being said, as a 13-year president of the Rogers Park Chamber of Commerce, as a 20-year resident of the diverse neighborhood of Rogers Park, I would like to introduce Rush Darwish, president of the Arab American Business and Professional Association.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum to everyone. A wonderful late good morning. It's so good to see you all. My name is Rush Darwish, the president of the Arab American Business and Professional Association. We represent many people who want to start their business and want to start an empire and become their own boss. And I'll talk to you about that a little bit later. But what's most important is the story of Siam, because he embodies that story that started with this country 80, 90 years ago, and including my late father who recently passed. You know, my dad, Hajj Darwish, he came to this country in 1967. He came from a small town in Palestine, and he didn't come to this country with a Palestine dream. He didn't come with the Muslim dream. He came to this country with the American dream. And we are living in an age now, because of what I would call, and just being blunt, a far-right movement, where there are people who are trying to steal that American dream. They're trying to redefine it, create a stereotype that the people who come to this country, whether it's south of the borders, Palestine, Afghanistan, they want to create this idea that we're here to take something. And that's not what the United States is all about. This is without question the greatest land of opportunity. And now more than ever, we have to fight for that American dream. For people like Siam who come to this country, who come with a talent, a skill. We need those people here in the United States, because this is the country of innovation. And we need people like Siam and Robert who come together to tell that story. Because I am telling you, I speak to people, we meet with people, and we watch it on TV. You don't have to even see it face to face. But the story of Siam, not only telling the story of the struggle to get to the United States, but we also have to get past that and be able to talk about our gifts and our skills and what we're able to offer. And that's what this book is all about. I know that most of you were there at the ribbon cutting, and I joked and said, I've never been to a ribbon cutting like this, where the debate begins even before we cut the ribbon. That's kind of a Muslim thing, just so you know. And we deal with it as well with the Arab American Business Association, where yes, it can bring a lot of opinions, and that's what I love about this country. That's what makes this country awesome. But I want to talk to you about being your own boss and building an empire. Because in one sense, it is correct. It's not about being a boss. It's about being a leader, right? We're living in a society now where, it's about leading. And that's how you build your staff. That's how you are liked. That's how you're able to accomplish things. So yes, it's about being a leader, And, maybe it's not about being an empire. It's just about growth and making sure that you're taking all the right steps, building your staff, investing, doing all the right things, which is very, very difficult, as we know, to get to that point where you're successful. That's one side. But now I want to tell you the other side. Is that for you to be successful, in your heart and in your mind, you must operate like you are the boss. And you must have that inner confidence in yourself that you can lead, that you have the talent, and that you have the drive, and that you are going to do whatever means necessary to be a boss. Because I got something for you. We are now living in a country where we are being told not to speak out. People want to bring us down. So you have to have that boss mentality. And yes, an empire. You must have that inner drive that you want to build something big, and it is an empire, but it comes within. So yeah, it's twofold. You don't go around. Siam is not, look, I've worked with Siam, all right? We helped, there's another group I'm with called the Refugee Life Foundation. We ran, even though it looks like lately I've been running to the fridge more than, the actual running part, but we ran 200 miles in 24 hours to help raise money to provide rental assistance for the Afghani families that came here to Chicago. It's called 30 Days, 30 Homes. And I work with Siam with the organizing of it and, the Muslim Women's Resource Center. And we worked on that. And I know Siam. Siam is not about being a boss. He doesn't walk. Look at Siam. You think Siam's coming here saying, I want to build an empire? But I got to tell you something. Siam also understands that it's not about what you say. That's not what this is about. It has to be within you. And you don't have to say it, but I get the message about being your own boss, building an empire. This is the mentality we must have in order for us to be successful. Because the ones who were before us for many years, who owned the big companies, the big tech companies, somebody even mentioned Elon Musk. Do I like him personally? That's a whole other discussion. But people like Elon Musk and Mark Cuban and all the other people who are very, very successful, that is what you have within. Yes, you have to have a mentality of being your own boss. And in order for you to be successful within you, you have to understand to be successful, you have to create your own empire. I appreciate you all, and I'm telling you, I look at Siam, and the reason why I'm proud of him, and I work with him with the Muslim Women's Resource Center, is that he is the story of what the American dream is all about. And when someone like him steps up, writes a book, wants to take that next step, we have to be there as a community to stand behind him, support him, and make sure the next person that comes, which is why I'm proud the Arab American Business and Professional Association, we're building on the south side in Palos Heights the first ever economic development center, where we are going to work with aspiring business owners, men and especially women, to help them start their business. Because there's a lot of talent out there. But in order for us to all be successful, in order for that person to be their own boss and build their own empire, we have to make sure everyone helps and we do it together. Siam, Robert, I'm proud of you. I wish you all the best. And I'm not going to say it right here because maybe you guys are going to bring it up, but there's another project that they are working on that is going to be their best and biggest project yet, and I'm looking forward to it as well. Thank you all. Assalamu alaikum, and please enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rush. I'd like to introduce Gul Sayar of Sayar Financial Services Incorporated.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good morning, everyone. First of all, I would say about my relationship and my friendship with Siam. I was working as Director of Internal Audit in Ministry of Finance, and I was having a meeting with the Custom Deputy Director. So on the way, when I was coming from that office to my office, there is a spot by the name of Mukriyan in Kabul. I saw his billboard hanging saying that be your own boss. I thought what this person is saying. Because everyone wants to be a boss, but he does not want to be called as a boss. What we have been taught that what is the meaning of boss and what is the difference between a boss and a leader. So having that mentality from the student life, everyone wants to be a leader and does not want to be a boss. But Siam is saying, be your own boss. So I was thinking about him, and then I was listening him on and watching him on the YouTubes. One day, I moved from one location to another, starting living in another place by the name of Kartechar in Kabul. So suddenly I saw him stepping into the lift or the elevator, and he told me, "Hey." So I said, "Hey, are you Siam?" So he told me, "Yeah, I'm Siam. I saw you are saying something, you should be your own boss." So from there we started our friendship, and then we spent around a year, and then he went back to India. And the interesting point that I would like to say here, when last year in the month of November, we were brought by the American troops to the Wisconsin camp, suddenly a person is entering to our apartment in Wisconsin, in our camp, and he's searching for a charger, for an adapter for his laptop. And I hear his voice, and recognize, oh, this is Siam. I just stepped out from my room and met him again. And then he borrowed the adapter from me, and when I was leaving the Wisconsin, we were like, that's a long story. He told me, I will keep your adapter with me because I'm writing the book and I'm completing it. Then once I moved to Chicago, he was still in Wisconsin, and then I asked him to come over here. Then here we met Mr. Aziz and Seema's sister and other friends, and that convinced me to be here and bring the good people to Chicago. So first of all, like I will say again, I'm thankful to him that he accepted my offer to come here, and today I'm very proud of him that within 1 year, being one of the evacuees through the American troops in the last year, he has made us proud once again to be a strong nation, and America is also a place where everyone can fulfill his dreams. So that was a short story about our introduction. Boss. As I said, everyone wants to be a boss. So what Siam has done, like for example, if a person just like graduate from the college and after that he worked for around 4 or 5 years, he would realize, oh, I'm in the wrong place. I can run my own business. Why? Because in those 3, 4, 5 years, he will see a lot of things that he can do. And after that, he will start generating his own idea and then will work on it. But what Siam has done for us, Siam has concluded all those 5, 6, or 10 years experience that after that a person realized that I want to be my own boss. I want to have a business. So I think this concludes, and this has all those things that what internally a person generate with the passage of 4 or 5 years time. So this is something that a person can understand very quickly. And he didn't stop here. He convinced you, he motivated you to be your own boss. Then after that, how to be sticked, how to be empire in your own boss, or to be your own boss. So then here, he has presented all the steps that one should take in order to build his own business. So here, on the front or on the top page of this, he mentioned 4 steps. That is idea generation, then the implementation or execution, and I would say it again here, don't stop there. Once you implemented your idea, work on innovation, work on creativity, and then expand it. But I would like to request Siam and our friend that please don't stop here. Why? Because after expansion, we also need retention. So that means like once every business has got its own life cycle. So once you reach to the expansion, once you reach the growth, then you go for the expansion, but there might be some time that you go to decline. So in order to, at that stage, that we should retain our status quo still, we need further guidance as well. So that will be, I think, I will offer and I will request Siam and my friend to please give us another volume, give us another book for that as well. So here, I will stop. I will not take much of your time, but I will say again, I'm very proud of him. And Inshallah, we'll support him. We'll join our hands together. Though there are two sides of everything, negative or positive, but I will not say negative. There is a gap. That is not negative. Please redefine that negativity. That is not negative. That is gap. So if we see anything, anyone who read it, I will say he has given his contacts so we can share those gaps if we see anything to him. But the courage that he and the steps that he has taken, let's congratulate him again. And thank you for listening me and bearing me. Thank you.
Thank you, Go. Up next, he's on the cover of Boss. Author, Robert Farrell.
Good morning. I'll keep this short. I was born 35 years ago, and I won't start. So I've been thinking about what to say, so I'll just tell the story. Here's how I met Siam. I went to a writer's meetup, and he was there, and he said, well, I had previously co-authored another book called The Presidential Lessons. It was on U.S. presidents. And if anybody wants to know anything about U.S. presidents, feel free to ask. It's one of my areas of expertise. I've loved U.S. presidents and studied American history since I was 8 years old. So it's a passion of mine. And I published that book. I just moved to Chicago. I've been here just a little less than a year. I've wanted to live here all my life. And I finally got to come. I was very excited. So I went to this writer's meetup, and this guy comes in, and he's very dynamic, he's very interesting, and he talks about Afghanistan and that he's written a book and he needs some help. And for some reason, he seemed to take a liking to me, and I said, I'll be happy to look at your book. And then I didn't hear from him for a while, but I didn't think anything about it, and that was fine. And then about 4 months later, he says, hey, can I come over? And I thought he was going to give me just, some little thing, a few pages. It was about 250-page manuscript. And I said, oh my gosh, what did I say yes to? But we got started, and I'll tell you, I'll be honest, I've never met someone like Siam before in my life. I've never met anyone like him. We got done, let's see, we finished, I met him in May. We got 3 books completely done by November. I mean, completely done. Now, I would like to say it's because he had a great editor, and that's why he was so successful. And that is actually the reason. No, that's not. No, the reason is because he wrote these 3 books while waiting in a military camp at Fort McCoy, Wisconsin for 6 months. Now, people say they're working on that the secret of life is time management. If you manage your time well, it's not really time management, it's life management, and it's choice management. What do you choose to do with each moment? What are you choosing to do with every moment of your time? And Siam was his own boss of his time. And I don't know anyone who could write 3 books. The first book that I wrote, I co-authored, the way that went was I met this guy doing a master's program in American history. And he said, hey, I've been working on this book on U.S. presidents. Would you help me write it? Because I've been procrastinating. So I said, sure. So then we procrastinated together for a couple more years before we got that book finally done. But with Siam, I don't think he knows how to say or pronounce or understand what the word procrastination is. He does not procrastinate. He is a man of action. So it's been an amazing experience. And I just want to leave you with one thing. We talked a lot about being your own boss, and we put that in the context of being the boss of your own business. And obviously, with the second book, Create Your Own Empire, as people have said, this is the motivational piece. If you ever feel discouraged, if you feel that it's too hard, you can't do it, then I want you to read this book. And I want you to get this book because this is the book you're going to need on those inevitable downtimes. This is the book you will need when you're saying, why did I do this? I can't do this. This is too hard. People aren't supporting me. People are telling me I can't do this. This is the book you need. And this is the book you need when you need to know the specific steps. So for example, this event, it's in here. How to put together this event that you're in right now is, all the steps are in this book. So these go together. And I'd like you to buy one book for you and each of your 100 closest friends. Okay, come on, I'm trying here, I'm really trying. No, but, and I want you to know something. I'm not making any money off these books. I did this for Siam. I want you to know that. No. And I'm not trying to get accolades or anything. I want you to buy this book. I'm not getting any money off this. I did this so he could raise money so he can get his family here. He has a wife and 2 children who just recently got out of Pakistan, are now in Italy. His parents, his siblings are still in Afghanistan. Their lives are in danger. That's why I'm doing this. Okay? I'm literally getting nothing for this. I just want to help another human being, help his family. So if you could buy the books, know that you're helping. This is not just, I mean, you'll get a lot. If you buy these books and you follow the directions here, you're going to create your own empire. But if you buy these books and put them on a shelf and never look at them again, you're going to help somebody. You're going to make the world a little better place. And that's why we're here. And I just want to say this, I'm actually working on a course, and I'll just leave it with this, that we all need to be our own boss of our lives. And the way I do that is I look at myself and I say, I'm the boss. Yes, boss, what do you want me to do? Well, I want you to work on this today. I want you to go to the gym. I want you to work on your health. I want you to do these things every day. I want you to spend time with your kids. All right, boss, those are good ideas. Now, how do I know what to do? Well, it's because I've set 3 priorities in my life that are the most important thing. And you can usually only set 3 things. You can't have more than usually 3 priorities. So my 3 priorities are becoming financially successful and developing my physical and mental health. And then the third, and probably the most important to me, is my kids. Those are my 3 priorities. I don't really do much else than those things because my boss tells me these are my priorities, those are what I want you to work on. So you can be the boss of your own life, and then you can be your own boss in business as well. I appreciate your time. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you.
And now it's time to welcome Siam, Pasarly.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'm really happy to be here and see friends. I know this busy life, friends show up. Thank you very much for coming, and thanks from everybody, those who helped me in this journey. For the first time, I started working with MWRC, Muslim Women Resource Center. I met one lady, Sima Quraishi. I hope she was here. She is a mother, she is a sister, and she is a strong supporter of mine. Aziz Quraishi, her life partner, and my best friend, he is here. He came here when I came to Chicago, I didn't know lots of people. So I met this community, and after a few days, I met Alex. He has legal services here nearby. He's a great human. We chat and speak with each other. Life was passing. Then I met Yusuf. He helped me with computer. I needed the computer, so he provided. Bill Morton, he is the man of honor. Man, you're great. Thank you very much. Please clap for him. When we say bad leader, it doesn't mean all leaders are bad. When we say good leader, it doesn't mean all leaders are good. When we say boss, it doesn't mean all bosses are bad. We have great bosses in this world. Your own boss is all about creativity, innovation, self-independency, working for your own vision, working for your own dream, creating something from nothing. Start from zero, from 1%, then go in and create your own empire. When we say empire, of course, it was used more politically in the past. In the past, like we say, okay, British Empire and some other. But those empire has gone, and now the empire reshaped and come as a business. Amazon is an empire. Amazon based in US, but people use in India. People use in UK. Lots of followers, billions of people are using Amazon. TikTok is a Chinese empire, established in China. But see, in the US, people are following and using TikTok. They're earning money. This is, billions of people are using TikTok. We have Apple phone. They create their own empire, like Apple people in Afghanistan, they use Apple. And iPhone, like in India, people use iPhone. Different parts of the world, politics cannot go there, but business can go there. In politics, we have boundaries. In business, we go there. We help people, because we love to be with the people, work with the people, bring some changes, positive changes. Of course, in business, people all the time, they are talking about creativity, supporting each other, solving problems. That's why I said, okay, let's think about empire, and use the word empire, because in reality, it shows. So empire, it doesn't mean that you need to start something very big, but you should start from scratch. You will grow very well. The boss, again, the boss is a good person who come up with the great ideas. They are straightforward, they don't play game, and they would like to value the talents. I work with bad boss, and I work with the good boss. I work with the great boss also. I work with different leaders also. The tough boss, they taught me, and I learned a lot from my tough boss. They put me in a template, they shaped my life. I was very easygoing person. I was not paying attention to details. The boss asked to write a report. I was just collecting information, putting it in publishing. He was managing, macro management, and asking, what is this, what is this, what is this, why this is spelling mistake, why this, I was about to resign from my position when I was working with tough boss. But if I resign at that time, I might not able to write these books and work for my own. That was the time that I said, I challenged myself that I should work, and he's right. I should accept that he's right. I have weakness. Of course, I was successful. People in other organizations valued me, but the reality is that I had problem, and I was not professional well. The boss was straightforward. When I came late 5 minutes, he was telling me, why you are late? It's not discipline, it's not professionalism. People are waiting for you. I should be on time. If I don't wear my proper uniform for my job and position, boss mind it. This This is our values. We should value. If you don't value your values, how you expect other people do? So they do. They value exactly the organization objectives. They say that I create this organization to make it successful. I'm not going to play game around the ball. It's straightforward. I need people to make it successful, and I'm going to pay for that. And I want a strong team. The people who work, he appreciates. The people they cannot work, he has the courage to say goodbye, to say no. We cannot work. Why we should? If you cannot work with each other, why we should stay with each other? You should go and find your location in your place. So I work with those bosses. And I learn a lot to be straightforward, to say no, to manage my time, to focus. Focus is the most important, especially in this world, social media, lots of distraction. When you start your day, at the end when you calculate, you spend lots of time on social media. Social media almost take you lots of time, you don't know. But if there is no great boss, and someone control you, or you should be your own boss to have control on your time, to control your life, and you do what you want, not other people. So that's why I come up with this: be your own boss, start your own business, take control of your life, drive your life the way you want. I work with the government of Afghanistan, with World Bank, USAID, different positions, and then I start my own business. For 10 years I work for others, and I earn more than 10 years within 2 years. I earn 10 times more when I become my own boss, start my own businesses, and I was happy because I did what I want. It was based on my mission and vision. No matter how small it was, but it had the capacity to grow well. So the businesses that I had in Afghanistan, event management, consulting company, and also an institute, my institute was not successful until I hired a great boss. Student come late, professor went to the class late, they didn't follow the rule, they didn't follow the discipline, and teachers and the CEO, they were just chit chat, play with each other. Well, everything was wrong. Things were not based on the plan until I found one great boss. And he said, I'm not doing friendship in the organization. So I hired here for this specific goal. I'm going to do that one. So my friendship, everything would be at home, outside of the organization. Let's make it happen. And within 6 months, he helped me that my institute became very famous in Afghanistan. Plan Future became very famous. And I'm very happy because he was straightforward with the professor, with the teachers, with the students. If people are not coming, he was following, talking with the families. So bosses are not bad people. They are innovative. They have the courage to say no. And of course we have bad bosses. And the bad, that is your definition. You people don't like Elon Musk. I love Elon Musk. Why? Elon Musk created millions of job opportunities for the people. Elon Musk come with the creative ideas. Elon Musk bring revolution in technology world. People don't like Jeff Bezos. I love Jeff Bezos. Because of him today, my book is on Amazon. My friend in the UK called me, I got your book. My friend in India called me, I bought your book. Other friends from Turkey, they called me, I bought your book. Amazon is now an empire. Millions of people working with Amazon, they provide great job opportunities. Of course, there are some negative when you come to the market, so some traditional things will go. But this is business. There is competition. There is nothing perfect 100%. I'm not perfect 100%. No one is perfect 100%. We have ups and downs. So many other things are. Social media is bad, but it has so positive impact. It is the way how you use that one. So overall, I can request lots of influencers unintentionally say don't be boss. Bosses are bad. bosses are not good, bosses are selfish. No, that's not fair. It's not fair. I love to be a great boss. I love to bring with lots of innovation, creativity, changes in my society, work with my people, value the talent. If there is two people, one person is your friend and another person is your employee, the one who is working. But the person that you don't know and he is your employee, he has capacity and you don't value him, you value your friendship. This is cruel, this is aggressive. Bosses say, this person, I know this is the talent. He spent his time each second, he learned, and I'm respecting this man because he will bring glory to my empire, to my organization. He respect that one. Anyhow, I don't want to talk a lot. I have a lot to say, but after this we will have our own YouTube channel, Facebook, working with the young generation, not negative, very positive, and I want the young generation, everybody to be their own boss, start their own businesses, no matter how it is small. The technology brought lots of changes. People can work from home. Fiverr and many other online platforms are there. They can work for their own dreams. The way I work, I'm working, it is almost 4 months that I'm jobless. I resigned from MWRC, even though I'm working on my book. But I have some small projects like from Afghanistan, from Turkey, from India, through online platforms. I do write and develop some contents, help them. This is the digital diversity which brings lots of beauty. And if you want to be very successful in our life, so we need to be friend with technology and digital environment. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. So again, I don't have words to explain and my gratitudes and say thank you to the friends who supported me. So I can say I love you all. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Wouldn't